Hailing from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Denise Stiff's love affair with music began at the tender age of 11 when she was introduced to the captivating world of hootenannies and folk melodies. Hadn't heard that in a while. This encounter ignited a passion that would lead her on an extraordinary path, one that saw her immerse herself in the enchanting realms of bluegrass and singer-songwriters. During her time at Appalachian State in Boone, North Carolina, Denise's dedication to music found a practical outlet as she volunteered for the concert and coffee house committees. These early experiences laid the foundation for her prowess in booking and promoting shows. In 1984, Music City beckoned and Denise heeded the call, arriving in Nashville with an insatiable curiosity for songwriting and the history of country music. Her journey through Nashville's musical tapestry was paved with part-time jobs that collectively formed her many skills and expertise. From taping countdown shows for publishers to working with renowned artists like Mara O'Connell, Guy Clark, John Hartford, and Fairfield Four, at Keith Case and Associates, Denise knew no bounds. However, it was a chance encounter at an IBMA showcase that marked a turning point in Denise's career. The young bluegrass singer she heard that day would soon become a long-standing client and friend. This meeting with Alison Krauss set the stage for Denise's monumental journey into artist management, a journey that would span over 2 decades and leave an indelible legacy in its wake. With the addition of Gillian Welch, Denise's clientele grew, and in 1996 she founded DS Management. Through her steadfast dedication, she guided artists like Alison Krauss in Union Station, Gillian Welch, Sarah Jarosz, I'm With Her, and Steep Canyon Rangers to new heights. Denise's influence extended beyond artist management as she took on roles such as executive music producer for Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I'll applaud that, won't you? Yeah. Awesome. And contributed to subsequent Down from the Mountain album and tours. Denise was the first honoree at the Louise Scruggs Forum at the Country Music Hall of Fame, and her commitment to the music community also found her in service on various boards, including NARAS, Community Resource Center, W.O. Smith, Folk Alliance, and CMA, while also volunteering at Room in the Inn. Denise, here is a longtime friend and client that wants to say congratulations to you.
We'd like to thank the Source Awards for nominating our friend Denise Stiff. I've known Denise for a very long time. I first met her when I was 15, and we worked together for 27 years after that. And her most important things in the music business are integrity, honesty, and loyalty. So that's why she left. Congratulations, Denise.
There's nothing worse than loyalty, honesty, and integrity. What we need is more philandering management. They're all living in Nashville and ruining the lives of great artists. But not you, Denise.
No!
Not you.
And with that, please welcome to the stage 2023 Source Hall of Fame inductee Denise Stiff.
The mic is about the right height for me. I don't have to touch it. Thank you, Brenda and Jeannie. I'm so honored to be here tonight with all the other Source inductees and proud to join the network of Source who's paved the way for so many of us. Thank you especially to the hardworking members of the award committee, especially Erica and my handler, Skates. I'm grateful to my husband, Stephen, and sister-in-law, Kathy, for being here tonight. And also, I must give a big shout out to the staff of DS Management over the years, many of whom are here tonight. Norm Parento, Lori Condon, Jennifer Templeton, Jamie Fugate, Shelley Calabrese, Eric Peterson, Catherine Forbes, and Elena Stacy. You all made it possible, and I value your ongoing friendship. I owe so much to Keith and Penny Case, and Penny is here with us tonight. We met at a college booking conference in the 70s and did an internship with them a few years later, and inevitably we all ended up in Nashville. As you heard in the bio, I worked part-time and then full-time with Keith, and I got to work with so many great artists that he represented. John Hartford, Guy Clark, Townes Van Zandt, so many more. And I did run into Allison at the IBMA conference when I was there with Keith, and also met Gillian sometime later. And we worked together on those acts and many more for a long time. But when Rounder Records in 1995 released Allison's compilation album called Now That I Found You, it contained the breakout hit When You Say Nothing at All from the Keith Whitley tribute album. And the sales jumped from 100,000 to 500,000 in about 3 weeks. And at the same time, Gillian was really making waves as the extraordinary songwriter and live performer with Dave Rawlings. And she was signed by David Conrad to a publishing deal at Elmo Irving, and later Jerry Moss and Herb Alpert signed her to Elmo Sounds. New Year's Eve that same year, DS Management was born on a business plan written on a napkin at the bar of Tin Angel. And I have another page. And then Lori, Norm, and I moved 1 block and an alley away to 16th Avenue and opened a company. Fast forward a few years, and T-Bone Burnett had produced Revival, Gillian's first record, to great acclaim. And he recruited me to work on the music of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I was not sure what I was getting into, but what a great ride that turned out to be. Working with the Coen brothers and T-Bone on the soundtrack, and then the follow-up concert and tours and documentary, and ultimately giving many great but little-known artists international exposure was such a gift. And of course, there was George Clooney. I did get to meet him. That was pretty awesome. The unexpected success of the music from Oh Brother culminated with the Grammys with Ralph Stanley on a circular stage all by himself in the middle of the audience, lit by a stark spotlight, singing Oh Death. That was followed by Gillian, Allison, and Emmy Lou singing Nobody But the Baby, and then the Soggy Bottom Boys, Dan Tominski at lead, performing Man of Constant Sorrow. The unlikely Oh Brother took the 2002 Album of the Year at the Grammys. Thank you. Working with Allison and Robert Plant on the first collaborative Raising Sand album kept life interesting, as you can tell from the video. Robert, as some of you know, is gracious, sarcastic, and just funny as hell. And it was quite a ride. And in later years, I did work with Sarah Jaros, a student at New England Conservatory when we first started working together, and a genre-crossing artist with acoustic roots, and with the Steep Canyon Rangers, who made a big name for them touring with Steve Martin. Over the past few years, I've taken a number of painting classes. One day, a classmate turned her head this way and that, looking at a painting of mine, and she said, There's a term for this kind of painting. What is it? I can't remember. Oh yeah, outsider art. That pretty well describes my approach to music. I am so grateful for it all. I'm grateful for all the artists, the incredible artists I was privileged to work with, and for all the people who helped me along the way. So many of you are in this room. And Marcy, let me tell you, your call to me that I answered was a prayer answered for me, because I knew nothing about sponsorship, and you nailed it, so thank you. Anyway, thank you so much to The Source for supporting all of the hardworking women in our industry, providing a forum for us to learn and grow and encourage one another. And I look forward to being here year after year as 7 more women each year are inducted. And thank you so much